This week's DRM Not Included on F5 Live Refreshing Technology is proudly powered by Amazon Prime. We all know that you get free shipping on millions of products with Amazon Prime, but you get a whole lot more. Like free music with Amazon Prime Music, free TV, movies, and documentaries with Amazon Prime Video, free games, and a free Twitch subscription to support the content creator of your choice with Amazon Prime Gaming, plus a whole lot more. We've got links to all of these features and some of our favorites, plus a 30-day free trial, all by going to f5live.tv/prime. Speaking of old legal cases, let's go back twice as far as the case against Cox Communications, and let's talk about Mega Upload. I imagine there are people who over the last 12 years have forgotten about Mega Upload. It was a file sharing site that theoretically could have been normal, but it was intended not to be, right down to the fact that the founder of the site had changed his name to Kim Dotcom, because why not? The site was used almost exclusively for uploading illegal content, a variety of illegal content, let your minds wander, and 12 years ago the site was shut down with extreme prejudice, and arrest warrants were issued for Kim Dotcom and his little inner circle everywhere. It so happened that he lived in New Zealand, and so was arrested in New Zealand, and all of the proceedings started there 12 years ago. The New Zealand legal system is such that he has fought and been able to fight extradition for more than a decade to a variety of other countries. To the best of my knowledge, most of the EU and the UK have arrest warrants active, but the extradition that looks like it's finally going to work is here to the US. After 12 years of appeals, what's his title? The Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith has signed an extradition order for Kim Dotcom to the United States to face trial. Similar trials to what he has faced in New Zealand already over, actually, as opposed to Cox Communications, who was not complicit in copyright and content violation. Kim Dotcom knowingly was not just complicit, but actively involved in online piracy during the existence of Mega Upload. He knew what was going on the site, and not only didn't stop it, but basically encouraged it for a number of years. So kind of the opposite side of what we just talked about with what was happening with Cox Communications. They provided the pipes. It's not like this is different than, say, a torrent, where the overall torrent ecosystem doesn't necessarily know or care what content is. This team knew what all the content was. They weren't responding to takedown orders or anything like that. They're a whole big mess. So Kim Dotcom in particular, I think, is going to face some time because everybody is after this guy.
Yeah, where does he get the money to fight the extradition?
It's a fair question. From what I remember, and again, this is a very old story. This is from the beginning of the show. You may not have even started the Pilch Point with us when all of this started. If I remember, somehow Mega Upload was mega funded. And I don't remember how, And I would imagine that the funders are somehow also involved in wanting to see him pay. But if I remember correctly, this was like wickedly funded, possibly through big advertising deals or something. But I I know that this was incredibly lucrative, so it's got to be from that.
I mean, he still has money left over after
A
the place
decade,
has been shut down for 12 years.
I guess, because
Like I just
apparently his appeals aren't even exhausted, and there's a possibility he might still be able to delay this. There's no way he stops it. And I think the whole time he knew there was no way he stopped the extradition. I think the goal was just to delay it as long as possible because New Zealand was going pretty soft on him, but I don't think the US is going to.
yeah. I mean, it's just interesting to me where he could have gotten all this money. But I mean, what has he been doing to make money since then? Is he just an investor? Or I mean, it's just very it's very the whole thing is very odd. Uh,
So much of it is odd, Abram, because this dude has an active X profile, and 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, he did an interview with Alex Jones.
right.
I,
So
what? So
uh,
yeah, what's
the
going
whole
on?
it's very odd to me. It's the whole thing's odd to me. Obviously, he was doing some shady stuff. May still be doing some shady stuff. I don't know. Uh, and you know, yeah. So according to Wikipedia, he also has invested millions of dollars into things, or millions of pounds, or millions of euros, or something. Like, so he obviously has a lot of money.
Yeah.
From where I don't know.
I, and is he I guess not actually in any kind of trouble in New Zealand? I- Is he just like walking around? Cuz he
Sound
tweeted
like so,
he tweeted 3 days ago, "I love New Zealand, I'm not leaving," with a kissy face emoji, which kissy face emoji from a grown man on X is a little weird, but but the whole thing's weird.
yes, it is. Uh, yes, it is. It is very odd. He apparently funded a political party over there called the Internet Party.
Sure.
So I don't know. The whole thing is just it makes no sense. I don't understand. I guess he's got a lot more money than we know about or whatever. But
Or can
I guess his
understand.
time has come. I guess his time has come. I don't know.
Yeah, the whole thing is weird. He was he was viewed at one point as some sort of a internet savior, like a free internet, open internet savior, and then no, that turned out to be a facade. But for some people, that seems to have never gone away. And then now, I don't know. I'm scrolling his X profile right now, and it is back and forth bonkers. So maybe he's found a new home in online conspiracy theory communities. I don't know. The dude is weird, and I don't think he avoids this extradition. I think he ends up here and not that far off. I think I think he ends up here probably pretty soon to stand trial for a number of things. It will be interesting. I can't. This is one of the few topics that in the early days of the show happened, and we are still talking about now because the Oracle Google lawsuit ended in the Supreme Court. So that one was around from the beginning. So other than net neutrality, like this is the only kind of other topic that we've been talking about since the beginning of this show. And the fact that we're still doing it and that we still don't know how this is going to end is wild to me. We will continue to follow it because it's definitely weird. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course hit the notification bell because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to PLUGHITZlive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.